Have you ever felt like the world had already decided your fate? That no matter how hard you tried, you were just destined to be ordinary? That's the story of Kai, a young man born into a world brimming with magic and monsters, yet he possessed not a single drop of magical power. In the Royal Academy, where mages with incredible abilities trained to become the kingdom's protectors, Kai was the punchline. Labeled the dud, he was constantly ridiculed, the weakest of the weak, a stark contrast to his childhood friend, Ilara, a prodigy hailed as the next archmage. While she conjured firestorms and commanded lightning, Kai could barely lift a training sword. His days were a relentless cycle of mockery from his peers and pitying glances from his instructors. Yet, deep within him, a flicker of defiance refused to be extinguished. He spent every spare moment in the library, devouring ancient texts, and every night he pushed his body to its absolute limit, training his physical strength until his muscles screamed in protest. He believed with every fiber of his being that hard work had to count for something, even in a world obsessed with innate talent. One fateful evening, during a routine training exercise in the treacherous Shadowfen forest, disaster struck. The exercise was designed to test the students' survival skills, but no one anticipated the appearance of a Shadow Gorgon, a legendary beast thought to be a myth. Its scales were like obsidian, its gaze petrified all it fell upon, and its power dwarfed even that of the Academy's most seasoned instructors. Panic erupted. Students who had mocked Kai moments before now screamed in terror, their powerful spells dissipating harmlessly against the Gorgon's hide. Ilara, brave and brilliant, stood her ground, unleashing a torrent of arcane energy. But the monster was simply too powerful. It swatted her aside like a fly, her body crashing against an ancient tree. As the Gorgon loomed over her, its petrifying gaze beginning to glow, Kai did the only thing he could. He ran, not away, but directly towards the beast, armed with nothing but his battered training sword and a desperate, hopeless plan. He was just a distraction, a sacrifice to buy others a precious few seconds to escape. As Kai charged, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs, something extraordinary happened. The fear, the desperation, the unwavering resolve to protect his friend. It all coalesced into a blinding surge of energy. He didn't see it, but a faint golden aura enveloped him. The ancient forgotten runes he had spent countless nights studying in the library suddenly blazed to life in his mind. Not as words on a page, but as living circuits of power. He wasn't casting a spell, he was the spell. The Gorgon's petrifying gaze washed over him, but instead of turning to stone, Kai felt a surge of unbelievable power. The world slowed to a crawl. He could see the intricate patterns of magic in the air, the fear in the monster's eyes, and the golden energy now coursing through his own veins. This wasn't magic as anyone knew it. It was something older, something purer. It was the power of will, the legendary force said to be the very source of all magic, a power that could only be awakened through an unbreakable spirit and a selfless heart. With a roar that was no longer just his own, Kai moved. He was faster, stronger, and more perceptive than ever before. His training sword, now glowing with the same golden light, felt like an extension of his soul. He didn't just parry the Gorgon's attacks. He dismantled them, his blade weaving through its defenses with impossible precision. The other students and instructors could only watch in stunned silence. The boy they had called the Dud was now going toe-to-toe with a mythical beast. He wasn't just surviving, he was dominating. Every strike he landed wasn't just a physical blow, but an attack on the Gorgon's very essence, the golden energy of his will unraveling its dark magic. He saw a weakness, a focal point of its power in the gem embedded in its forehead. Gathering all his newfound strength into a single, decisive thrust, he lunged forward. His sword met the gem, and the world exploded in a silent, blinding flash of golden light. When the light faded, the monstrous Gorgon was gone, dissolving into motes of shadow, and Kai stood victorious, panting, the golden aura slowly receding. In the aftermath, the silence of the forest was deafening. The students who had once mocked him now looked at Kai with a mixture of awe, confusion, and respect. Ilara, now conscious, stared at him, her eyes wide with disbelief and a dawning understanding. Kai hadn't just defeated a monster, he had shattered the very foundations of their understanding of power. He was no longer the dud. He was a living legend, the wielder of a lost power. News of his feat spread like wildfire. The Royal Academy, the kingdom, the entire continent, everyone was talking about the powerless boy who had awakened a godlike ability. Kings and powerful mages sought his audience, some wanting to learn from him, others fearing him. But for Kai, this was just the beginning. His awakening hadn't just given him power, it had unveiled a new path, a destiny far greater than he could have ever imagined. The world was filled with ancient evils and forgotten dungeons, threats far beyond what a normal mage could handle. Now, Kai sets out on a new journey, not as a student, but as an adventurer. He seeks to understand his unique power, to find others like him, if any exist, and to uncover the secrets of the ancient will that now flows through him. His quest will take him to the highest mountain peaks and the deepest, darkest dungeons. He'll face enemies who wield terrifying, twisted forms of magic and forge alliances with companions from all walks of life. The path is fraught with danger, and the shadows of a greater, more ancient evil loom on the horizon. An evil that may have been the very reason the power of will was lost in the first place. The boy who started with nothing now has the potential to become the most powerful hero the world has ever known. His journey from zero to hero has just begun, and every step will be a testament to the idea that true strength doesn't come from what you're born with, but from the indomitable will of the human heart. This is the saga of Kai, the hero who proved that even the weakest among us can rise to become a powerhouse. What do you think will happen next on Kai's journey? What ancient secrets does the power of will hold? And what enemies will be drawn to its light? Let me know your theories down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story and want to follow Kai's epic adventure, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world and helps us create more content just like this. Thank you so much for watching.